Hey guys.
I swear we always raised it to be the first one to do it. Hey guys. Welcome to the Family and All podcast.
I'm Maria.
And I'm Miles. And this is episode 8. 8. We made it, y'all. We are on episode. This is the most consistent thing I have done in so long.
Hey, it's working for us.
Besides quitting alcohol.
Good job on that one.
Now that is the most consistent thing I've done. Oh, sorry. But yes, so today is episode 8. The topic is social media.
Yes.
Love it or hate it, it's there.
It's there. We're on it.
And it's never going away.
Nope.
But before we get into the topic, I kind of wanted to ask it just a couple questions, just so like some of the new viewers can know a little bit more about this. But I mean, watch all the episodes, and then you'll know. So one of the first questions is, what is one of your most embarrassing moments?
It actually happened not to actually I kind of have two. Okay. One is more recent, one happened back in high school. Okay, 3. Middle school, high school, and then recently. Middle school. No, I'm not going to talk about that one. That's too personal. Never mind. Sorry.
Can you say one?
Okay, so high school.
I have 5, but I can't talk about it.
Yeah. No. Middle school is too personal. That's too embarrassing for me. I can't. Not there yet in this podcast. So I was in high school, but it was a softball game that I was at. My softball game.
Okay.
It's kind of right when Heelys came out.
Okay. Were you wearing Heelys?
Yes.
Okay.
So, at the local, baseball park that we grew up at. You know how it goes downhill. Well, after my game, Bubba was still playing his little baseball game. I was like, I'm gonna go rock my Heelys down this hill.
I love how you had to say his little baseball game like it was important. You know, his little thing he was doing, whatever.
His little baseball game. He was a wrestler, so he was better at wrestling than baseball. Anyways,
I hate you for that
one. Anyways, I got my Heelys on. I'm walking up the hill, and I'm like, "Ooh, I'm gonna go down this hill. That's a steep hill."
First mistake.
Steep hill, but it was a smooth hill, so I thought I was gonna make it. I got about halfway down. My wheel got caught in the crack. I've never slid across pavement so far. Like, face and everything. I just, like butter. The pavement was butter. I just slid across. Cut up, head to toe. There were so many families around me. I was like... I got up and I just walked back up the hill and sat by the car. I wasn't going to go down there. I couldn't do it. I was so skinned. And then recently, right before I went on leave, one of my bosses had just taken in a puppy from a customer. Okay. And it was in the office. To block them off, they put the chameleon cages that come in the box. They put it at the door instead of going to grab a puppy gate. Well, it didn't really stick to the door frame. So I walked over it. I cleared it, but it fell behind me and clipped the back of my knee, landed on all fours in front of everyone. The owner ran up to me. He's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yep." He's all, "You need help?" I was all, "Nope." He's all, "You sure?" I was all, "Just let me sit here for a minute. I gotta compose myself."
Yeah, I be landing on all fours all the time too.
Yeah, I know, Miles. But your knees are made for it. Mine aren't.
Not no more. Not in my 30s. Let me tell you, these knees sounds like every time I get up, sounds like I'm playing spoons.
Recently my ankle, I can just feel the bones freaking rubbing. I'm like, oh, I'm getting old.
Seriously.
Oh, I
Okay,
can't.
so I think I also have two most embarrassing. My first one was in high school,
Hmm.
and I was so fucking sick. I was like flew down. And my mom still made me go to school because she didn't want me to be home alone.
Hmm.
I don't know why. I was like fucking 15 years old. I was a sophomore in high school. Like, but I was so fucking sick, and I had like, okay, we're gonna get personal. I had massive diarrhea shits,
Hmm. Hmm.
like to the point where like I could not get up from the school toilet without having to use the bathroom again. So I tried to call my mom, and I was like, "Mom, can you please come get me?" Like, we live super close, but I was like,
Hmm.
if I walk, I'm going to poop myself.
Like that one time from the park to my
Yeah.
house.
So I, she was like, just, she cleared me to go home, but I had to walk, right?
Oh.
So I was like, okay, this is it. I just gotta book it. So I'm like doing. Have you seen the meme of that girl doing the fast walk? Like
Yeah.
that. That was fucking me down the street,
Oh
dude.
my god.
And was like maybe half a block away, and I could not hold it anymore. I was so sick, like it just went down the leg.
Hey, it happens. It
And it went
happens.
down all the back of my legs, and I feel it coming up like the bottom of my pants, and I'm like running at this point because I'm so embarrassed, and it's like flicking out of the bottom of my pants. I'm like, oh my
Ew.
god! And I'm so embarrassed. I'm like booking it, and I run home. I get to the bathroom, and I slam the door, and I just rip the clothes off and
Mm.
throw them in the tub. And I was like, I'm disgusting. I'm a disgusting human being. And then later on, my mom, she goes, I guess she like went to go throw some trash. She goes, "Why are your clothes bagged up in the trash?" I'm like, "I shit myself."
It's
Like
your fault.
I was like, "I told you I was gonna poop myself." And then my
Oh my
other
god.
embarrassing story. So one night I went on a date with this gentleman.
Hmm.
This is when we were living in SoCal,
Hmm.
and it just so happened to be $2 Jameson shot night.
Ooh.
When I
It's two
tell you,
dollars. It's $2.
I had $2 in my pocket.
Shit, I got $2 in quarters. Here you go.
Let me tell you, I was using my Starbucks rolls of coin tips to pay the bar.
It's
But I don't.
okay. It's full. It's real. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Um. Yeah, I do not remember leaving the bar. Apparently, we went to two other bars. I don't remember leaving the first bar.
Oh.
All I remember is coming to. I'm butt ass naked, throwing up on this man's white ass carpet in his bedroom. Like it was like white, like you remember Grandma's dog?
Oh yeah, Sammy.
Yeah, like it was like that kind of carpet.
Shag.
And I just was yakking in his carpet, and
Oh.
I get to stand up, and there's just a line of throw up in his room from me.
Miles.
When I tell you, okay, so I went like I'm gonna go to jail. I'm going to jail. I went and like grabbed some of his clothes because I could not find my clothes.
Okay.
So I went through his dresser and I'm like putting on underwear and clothes. And I call it Uber. I swear to God, I've never ran out of a house so fast in my life. So I'm going through his drawers and I'm putting on clothes, get in the Uber. I ran out, and when I tell you I see this man the very next day out of the bar, he says nothing to me. And
Do
I
you blame him though?
no, I would be furious if
Oh my!
I brought someone home and I wake up to just throw up everywhere.
And stolen clothes.
Hey, I have no idea where my clothes were.
Oh, he was probably washing them because you threw up everywhere. He was probably trying to be a nice gentleman.
He's trying to be nice.
Hey, you fucked it up by ruining his shag carpet. Fucking jackass.
I tell you, it
The
was
etiquette
everywhere.
in you.
It was everywhere. I felt so bad. But what am I gonna do? I'm fucking yakking. Yeah, I was not gonna fucking clean it up, so I would be pissed too. But,
You're
but the funny
such a.
me and Tyler would see him out all the time,
Mm-hmm.
like all the time, and he
Ooh.
would say hi to Tyler and just be like. And then, so my other question I was going to ask before we get into the topic is, what is one like elementary school uh, cutesy little thing that you did that you want to carry on for your son?
Cutesy little thing?
Yeah, like one thing I remember is like in first grade we had silkworms and we like made our own silk.
I don't think I ever did that. We did butterflies.
Oh, like you got caterpillars into like butterflies.
Yeah, we raised those. Dude, my boy's gonna be in the dirt. He'll probably eat a few earthworms like me in elementary school, and it's fine. You know, we'll make a lot of memories. I'll eat some with him.
No.
Hey, uh, you need to ask Chelsea if she remembers eating earthworms with me in elementary school. Because these kids dared me. I think I swallowed a good 10, maybe more. I didn't even chew them. I just
10?
swallowed them. Yeah, I just swallowed them whole.
Why don't you stop after one?
Because they bet me 10. I was like, okay, I got you. And then Chelsea's like, oh, I could do more. And she jumped in and started doing it. I was like, wait a minute. Let me eat 10 more.
Y'all are
Yeah.
reckless.
Yeah. And then when I went to youth group at the church my mom made me go to,
Oh, don't even get me started on youth group.
we did
honey,
bobbing. We did bobbing for goldfish, and it wasn't cracker goldfish. It was live goldfish.
you had to catch it with your mouth.
Yeah. I ate 10 of those too.
What is wrong with you? Do you know how to get enough protein in your life?
Obviously I do. I'm pretty fucking fat.
Like what the fuck? You're out here eating worms and goldfish.
Hey, you know, anything for the dollar, bro.
No.
It's a hard knock life out here, okay?
Maybe I just have higher standards for myself.
I didn't back then. No.
But I was that kid when it was raining at school and it was like muddy. No.
No. I was playing flag football in the mud.
No, I'm sitting in the library with the door open so I can watch the rain, but not actually be in the rain.
Now we know who's more of a man.
We've already established that.
True that. True that.
You don't even get your nails done. That's what...
Hell no. I get tats before those.
Okay, so the topic today again is social media.
Social media, eh? Okay.
I cannot believe how fast. I mean, I can, but how fast social media has evolved since. Do you remember party lines?
Party lines?
Like you'd call up a phone line and you'd pit like there'd be different rooms. Like you would call like 1-800-party or whatever it was, and it'd be like for room 1, enter for.
No, I never did any of that weird stuff.
Oh. I did.
No, I didn't call. I didn't call strangers.
And
My mom taught me stranger dangers. So
you'd call the line. You'd be like, anyone in the, but there'd be like hundreds of people on the line. So
mm,
like it just would be crazy talking, and like if you found someone you wanted to like, you'd be like, enter code whatever to go to a different room so you guys could chat separately on the phone.
yeah, I never did that.
But anyway, so party lines were like, for me, kind of like the introduction of social media.
Mm.
Because there'd just be so many fucking voices in there. And then, of course, fucking chat rooms, AOL chat, fucking, what was it?
That fucking dial tone to get on there, dude.
Remember how pissed your mom would be, like, or at least my mom would be. She'd be on the phone and we'd link up to the internet, and her line would cut off.
The home
Oh
phone.
my god, she would be furious.
Yeah, I remember that. But anyone on the phone? I need to check my email.
Isn't that wild? You had to fucking use the phone to fucking go on the internet.
That's crazy to think about.
But I was in chat rooms heavy, like the Buffy the Vampire Slayer chat room in there.
Yeah, I don't think I did any of those types of chats. I just talked to my friends a lot on there.
What there was AOL chat, Yahoo Messenger, and what was the MSN one, the butterfly one? Was that just MSN chat?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you remember what your handle used to be?
Honestly, I think it was my first initial and then a bunch of different numbers. I never like got creative with that.
Mine was Candy Cane Rocks. But Candy Cane was with a K, because do you remember that movie Traffic with not Traffic? What was the one with Paul Walker? It was like that thriller, and like the truck driver's chasing them. And he talks to him on the little walk, and he goes, "Hey, Candy Cane." So that's the reason I chose Candy Cane, because I was obsessed with that movie at the time.
Oh, was that a horror movie?
Yeah.
Were they in a hotel?
There's like a part where they get off in a hotel. It has the what's the other actor? His name's Zach something, and then it has like the Lily Gillespie girl from Never Been Kissed.
I feel like I've seen it. I can't. Yeah, it's not coming to mind.
It's a way early 2000s movie.
I probably
that was the reason I chose that. Mine was Candy Cane Rocks for everything.
You are such a fucking kid.
What?
I know one of mine had something to do with like softball or something, but I didn't really.
Catcher Girl.
You know, don't tell no one.
I remember that year you were a catcher for you.
Wait, hold on. When we took family pictures.
Oh my god.
In August, let me just show you what I did, and I'm gonna print it out for my mom so she could put it on her wall. She'll always have memory of me. Oh god, it has to do with being a catcher too.
I mean,
fuck. There it is. Let me see if we can.
Girl. You look like you're about to catch fucking your baby.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah, like chat lines, hotlines, MSN Messenger. That was like, for me, the very beginnings of like connection in social media. Do you remember when you'd be in chat rooms and people would be like ASL? Do you remember that was? It was age, sex, location.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm like, why are you asking me that?
I had a few. Now that I'm thinking about it, there's a few weirdos on my Yahoo.
There were some very strange people on
I was like, I don't know who you are. I'm gonna tell my mom. Shit.
Um, so we kind of talked about MySpace a little bit in the music in our last podcast.
Yes.
Do you remember how we were pretty much hacking systems to create backgrounds
Uh-huh.
for
Uh-huh.
MySpace?
Yep. My
That is
background
wild
always
to me.
looked fire.
Oh, I would. Izzy was so good at fucking backgrounds. I would like message her and be like, "Hey, I need to do this. How can you send me the link to do it?" And she'd give it to me in like an hour. Like she had the Matrix one for me, where like the background was like
Yep.
falling down.
I had that too.
Like
I was able to change the background of my actual profile and then the background of the music too. I could do that.
I took it away so people couldn't turn off your music.
Oh, I forgot they could do that. Yeah, there was this one girl that had an annoying ass song. Why I was on her page, I don't know, but
Oh, bitch! Remember when they introduced the online now little icon?
mm-hmm.
The world changed. Something shifted in the universe.
Oh, Jesus.
When you saw someone was online on MySpace, it was like, oh,
we chatting.
Yeah, we are. We're sitting here chatting.
Oh my God! Did you see Barbara at lunch today?
And you'd always have the signature at the end with like the asterisks and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Do you remember when you'd have signatures on texts?
Mm-hmm. You can do that on your phone still.
Really?
Yeah. There's a setting. It's like it shows your message and then under it has a subject line and you can add your signature on there.
I had no idea you could do that.
Yeah, I didn't know I could do it until I saw my mom's phone.
Of course your mom would figure that out.
I don't even think she knows that that's what that's for.
No, you know your mom looked it up. She YouTubed it.
She somehow has different fonts on her keyboard when she sends text messages now. I don't even know how to do that.
You probably have to download like a secondary app.
But how
remember when you had to download a secondary app to use emojis?
Mm-hmm.
When emojis first dropped?
Yeah.
That's wild.
I was just right there with one click.
Do you remember how much people took offense if you were not in like your top 3 or top 5 on MySpace?
Oh my God, yes.
Were you the type of person where it was like it was only family or only friends in your top?
I think my top 3 were 3 family members. You were obviously one. And then I can't remember who the other 2 were. And then it got to the point where like my friends were getting so mad that they weren't on my thing. So and end up going from top 5 to top 8 to top 10. And I'm like, I can't have all these fucking people on my page.
Mine was top 3.
I'm like, you guys are making my profile look so ugly right now.
That's what you're concerned about?
Like my profile, I feel like the worst OCD. So if it wasn't like everything was like lined up perfectly, I was like irritated with it.
I would hate that on some backgrounds. It would like shift shit hella weird. I'm like, why does it do that? And you have to go in and fucking read every little column of the fucking coding to fix it.
Yep. Yeah. That was a pain in the ass.
Yeah. My top 3 was always like Izzy, you, and like a mixture of one of my family members or a friend. But I never did more than top 3.
No, I think when it ended, I was just at my top 5. That was it.
And then once Facebook came out and everyone started switching over, it was like, if you were still on MySpace, you weren't cool.
I still went on my MySpace to check it.
I wonder if I could even get into mine today.
That's where I kept my secret conversations.
Ew, weirdo.
Just kidding.
Is MySpace even like a website still? Do you know?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna look right now.
I don't think so. I think it says error.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! It is a thing.
To log in?
Bitch, I don't remember my fucking login from back then.
Yeah, I think my email back then was an AOL one, and what the AOL don't even exist anymore.
It doesn't?
I don't think so.
America Online doesn't exist?
I really don't see anyone besides my grandma. Oh, maybe it does then if she still has it.
You know what? Whenever like people give me their emails and it's Yahoo, I'm like, ew. You use Yahoo?
I use Yahoo.
Ew, you use Yahoo.
I have Yahoo and Gmail. I send
Okay.
all my.
Apparently you can't sign in though, because it's stuck on that.
Oh,
I don't know.
hmm, lame.
I know. What the fuck? But honestly, I wouldn't even know how to get into it because I don't even know what fucking email I would have
Yeah,
used.
I wouldn't even know what password I used.
Seriously, yeah, I won't even so long
Hmm.
ago. Are you very like self conscious about like what you post sometimes? Like so so that family members don't get mad if you post something?
No,
Me neither.
I used to be. Like my quotes that I'd be posting sometimes. Like
Uh
I used to read them. I'm like, oh man, this is a really good quote. But then like I go to post it. I'm like, nope. So and so would get fucking pissed if I did this. They definitely think I'm targeting them. Now I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. YOLO.
yeah, and honestly, I'm pretty very well. I'm very vocal about my views on life.
Hmm.
So I don't think it comes to a surprise when I post things
Yeah, same.
online because it's not
Same.
something I wouldn't say in front of the family.
Hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
Now there's some things I don't want to say because it's going to cause an argument, but I will say it if I have to.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Um,
No.
but like when I was like first like understanding my sexuality, I was like scared to post some things online.
Hmm.
You know. But after a while, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking post it.
Yeah. I've gotten to the point where if they get mad, they get mad. They'll get over it at some point.
Yeah.
If they don't, oh well.
Peace.
Yeah. It's my
Um,
life.
it's my life.
My life be like, ooh.
Ooh. Every that when Beyonce went to go hand the mic to that girl at her concert, and the girl goes, "Ooh." Have you seen that? Please tell me you have.
Oh, yeah, that's so
Oh my god,
embarrassing.
I would die.
I wonder if she did it on purpose or if she was just so full of excitement. That's just how it came out.
I think the latter.
Mm.
You know, like Beyonce's putting a microphone in your face, and you're like, "I'm gonna sing," and unfortunately, that's just what came out of her.
That's sick. Swallow it.
Me and Izzy had this obsession for a long time of sending each other Beyonce fail videos
Oh my
because
god.
we were so obsessed and like she was like queen bee,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like kind of like taking her down a peg for us. I don't know what it was, but it was like the video of her singing and her hair gets sucked into the fan and she's sitting there pissed just like turn this motherfucker off.
Oh
Have
my
you seen that
god.
video?
Yes, I've seen that.
The one where she fell down the stairs and just fucking took a tumble. Like we've sent them all to each other.
They have definitely done her dirty.
Yeah, but you know what? She is so otherworldly that it's like it humanizes her when shit like that happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep.
because she's like putting on this grand show and then her hair gets sucked into a fan. Come on now. There's like no cool way to get out of that.
No. You're like, ugh.
Imagine if that bitch just ripped the fucking wig straight off her head. She
Ooh.
would have just lost it.
Wait, she wears a wig?
I'm sure she does during like on her concerts.
I don't think so. I think that's her hair.
I'm sure she does for some concerts, but like, imagine how damaged your hair would get night after night just getting it styled like that. So she probably just has a wig just to throw it on.
Damn, that sucks. Have you seen her daughter performing with her lately?
I've seen videos, but not lately. She looks just like her.
I'm like, oh my god, she grown up.
That's wild. That she wasn't she like 13 now or something like that.
Something like that. She's hella tall too.
Um, are you someone that thinks social media hurts or hinders the world?
mm. And some aspects of the world, it definitely hurts it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then in other aspects, it has helped a lot of people and things.
Yeah. I would say like the thing that really hinders it is the misinformation that people put out.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of like, yeah.
Because it's like anyone can find anything on the internet and be like, "Oh, see, that's true because this survey says that."
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's dangerous because
It's like when people are, like, I see a lot of people on Instagram that post like recalls on dog food.
mm-hmm.
And but then people will come into my store and like, oh, did you know you had a recall? I was like, ma'am, where'd you find this information? Oh, I saw someone post it on Instagram or TikTok. And I'm like, okay, did you really do research on it? Because I'll pull up that same article and it's from like 2005.
Yeah.
I'm like, if we get a recall, it's coming off our shelf immediately. Like, no way I would keep this food here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that for me is like, I mean, look how during fucking the lockdown, look how crazy shit got because people there was just no real information
Mm-hmm.
being projected. You know, you
Mm-hmm.
had the Republicans saying that all these different things, and you had the Democrats lying about a lot of things. It's like we did not really know the truth.
No, and we never will.
All we knew is that people were dying, but we didn't know like at what fucking rate. Like, you
Yeah.
know, it was crazy. Um, and like when I see people get into debates about the dumbest shit online, that's when I have to log off for the day.
Like, remember that whole debate that went on if the dress was white or if the dress was gold? Did you ever see that on Instagram? And
Trans.
yeah, someone posted a striped dress and it was
Mm-hmm.
like, do you see gold or do you see blue or do you see white?
Oh,
I'm like, bitch, it's a white and gold dress. Like, there. Literally, it went on for like 6 months.
was so I don't know about this. Was the dress like a color changing dress? Like,
No, it was just like the way they took the picture, the reflection of, or like the reflection on it, because it was like a sequence dress almost.
uh-huh.
I guess to some people's eyes it looked blue, and to some people's eyes it looked gold.
Oh, it's like that thing where do you hear Yanli or do you hear what was the other thing?
I don't remember,
You know what I'm
but I
talking
know what you're
about, right?
talking. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
So
it's
it's
just
like,
like that.
do you hear something or do you hear Yanli? I don't know why
Yeah,
Yanli.
but people were like going crazy over this fucking dress, and I'm like, oh my god, it's just a picture. Leave it alone.
Right. Or if I see like someone just post something so fucking innocent, like I'll see someone post like, "Oh, dinner was so good tonight." That looks like shit. Who fucking asked you?
Do I know you, Bob?
Right.
The fuck?
Listen, Sue. I don't fucking know you. You
Mm-hmm.
weird bitch. I literally said my dinner was good. Or you'd be like, "Oh, I love lollipops. Lollipops are nasty. No one likes lollipops." Clearly I do, bitch. I just
Well,
posted
take my lollipop and shove it up your anus, aight?
like like people are just looking for a fight online for some reason. It feels
Mhm.
like.
Yeah. I don't even like uh a lot of people are like, "Oh, did you see my post on Facebook?" I'm like, "No. I I like barely go on Facebook. I deleted it from my phone. It's on my iPad so I can like go cuz my grandma messages me on like Messenger.
Uh,
So I just keep it on there, but I rarely have my iPad with me. So I'm just like, I don't want Facebook was so draining to me.
oh, I deleted that a long time ago.
Like and it's hard like I don't even have I have well now I have Instagram and TikTok on my phone because of the podcast, but
Same.
other than that, I don't really go on.
Yeah, like I've had my friends are like, "How come you don't view my stories?" I'm like, "I don't view nobody's."
I don't even have Snapchat anymore. I know
Oh,
my Snapchat is blown up.
I haven't had Snapchat in years.
Yeah, I don't even have that anymore.
Probably since like I want to say probably like 2021 is when I deleted Snapchat. It's been
Yeah.
a while, and I deleted Facebook. I was still in SoCal when I deleted it. So God, it's been over like 7 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I I'm fine with not being
The,
on Facebook all the time. Like my when I post on Instagram, it'll upload to my Facebook.
uh-huh.
So everyone's like, "I know you were on there." I'm like, "No, I wasn't." And they're like, "Well, you posted this." I was like, "Okay, let me just break it down for you. It automatically posts from my Instagram to my Facebook. That doesn't mean I'm on Facebook."
That's why I ain't got it. No, the other
Jesus.
day, me and Denise were hanging out, and I was talking. Literally, okay. When I tell you I am not on TikTok, I am not on fucking TikTok, people, and everyone. Marie can attest to this. I am not on TikTok. So when people send me TikToks, I'm like, I'm not opening this. I mean, I can now because of the our podcast TikTok,
Yeah.
but before that, I'm not opening TikTok. So the other day, Denise was over here, and I was explaining to her. I was like, when I go to TikTok, I literally check our notifications and I close the app.
Yeah.
That's all I do because I don't. I'm not trying to do nothing else. When I tell you, I told when we started this, I told Marie, you take control of the TikTok because I'm not doing it.
I know one of my uh this girl I went to high school with. I have not talked to her since maybe sophomore year. But she messaged me today. Like I saw she followed me and I was like, "Oh, I know this." I followed her back and then she
Mhm.
messaged me and she's like, "Do you remember me?"
Automatic
And
delete. Automatic delete.
I was like,
Well,
"Yeah,
maybe
I
we shouldn't say her
remember."
name.
It's all right. She's cool.
Oh, okay.
I was like, "Yeah, I remember you. How are you?" And like we started talking and stuff and I was like, "Oh my god." I was like, she's like, "Yeah, I saw you in or you popped up on my For You page." I was like, "Dang, I'm popping already."
Oh,
I was like,
nice.
"How?" Yeah, so I mean, it has its perks, social media,
Yeah.
but
I mean, definitely like people getting to view us and like experience because we've talked about it for years. We're like, we need our own TV show
mhm.
because yeah, the shit that we've gone through.
I wish and now that I'm like looking back at it, I'm like, I wish people fucking recorded us. Like
I don't. I don't.
I do.
I don't.
Like back in the day, like I wish people like recorded us or at least we recorded ourselves and posted us on Vine because remember Vine? Did you ever
Girl, bigdickbitch.com.
yes.
Bigdickbitch.com. Bigdickbitch.com.
Like posting on Vine, we would have already been there.
New weave, 22 inches. Get a job. Suck a dick.
Oh my god.
I
But
love
yeah,
T.S. Madison. That's how I found out about T.S. Madison was through Vine.
yeah.
Vine
That
was
is
it.
yeah, that was probably one of the social medias I would want to bring
Oh,
back.
yes, for sure.
It was so different than TikTok.
And I used to post on Vine all the time too.
Yeah, I posted a few times
I
on mine.
loved Vine.
Yeah.
That's how I found out about his name's like Chris or something like that. His singing on Vine.
Mm.
I'll have to find it
Mm-hmm.
because his singing is like fucking impeccable.
Yeah. No, there's a page on TikTok that I forget what the name of it is, but it's just old vines, and I literally just scroll through it. I'm like,
If
how
that
do
is
they even
not
find these things?
if that is not fucking staring down a fucking black hole of TikTok vines on TikTok.
And they're like hella old vines. I'm like, where did you dig these out of? Like,
Yeah, I Vine was crazy.
mm-hmm.
Why did it end? Does anyone know?
I can't remember what happened. I cannot remember what happened with it.
Maybe because that's when Instagram started doing like stories and stuff and
I think
reels.
someone bought it.
Oh,
Another
and
platform
just
bought
ran
it.
it into the ground.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
like I honestly think it was when Instagram started doing like reels and stuff is what killed it.
Probably.
Because they saw how fucking popular people were popping on Vine.
Mm-hmm.
The shit's on like 6 seconds of humor. Come on now. You cannot like tell me Vine was not hilarious.
Oh my god, I miss it.
There's so many people I still follow to this day um, from Vine.
Yeah. There's a few people I follow too, like Liza Koshy. I started
Oh
watching
yeah,
her on Vine, and now she's fucking on Netflix movies and shit.
I know.
I'm like,
We'll get there. We'll get there.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
You know what's crazy though is
Huh.
me and you started YouTube when YouTube just started. You can find our first videos on there. Our ghost hunting video, the one where we went to the VMAs.
I remember. Yes. Do not search any of that, people.
Don't. And I'm not going
There
to tell you how.
might there might be a hidden Gaga one on there.
And I report it every day. So it's going to be off the internet
I
soon.
I still can't find it. The fact
Good.
that Izzy found it blows my mind.
So Denise has it now too because I sent it to her.
Okay, can you send it to me? Kayla
Yes.
wants to see it. Kayla wants to see it.
Okay, I will send it.
Yeah, she never got to see
But
it. So.
but I made this pact with them. Every time they watch it, they have to report it.
I'm not doing that.
I don't. It has to go. Yeah. So if we had just stuck with that and really like nourished that enthusiasm we had, imagine where it would be.
All of our fucking rock band videos.
Yes, they're all on there. They're all on there. And my singing is terrible, but
We used to think we were so fucking cool, bro.
we were.
We were.
We'd kill on fucking Rock Band. We'd get perfects.
Bruh, me on the drums?
Anthony on the
Goodbye.
fucking Anthony's
Goodbye.
fucking guitar.
Goodbye.
I was lead vocals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lead vocals every time.
Mm-hmm. We couldn't argue with you.
Yeah, like I really think in my 30s, especially watching those videos now, I'm like, we really have to nourish what is innately in us.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I was put on this earth to entertain and storytell. I know that. Because whenever people talk to me, they're like, I'm tooting my own horn, I don't care.
Toot toot.
Beep beep bitch. Like whenever I meet people, they're always like, "You're so funny. You need to either be doing like stand up or something." Which I don't think I can do stand up because that's a different kind of humor.
That is, yeah. That's on a whole other level.
I'm very like off the cuff funny, like
yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
very like quick witted kind of funny. But um in like even with you, like when I tell you when I'm laughing my ass off fucking editing these videos, it's it's so cool that like people are experiencing that connection, you know, and that like people text me all the time like I feel like I'm just hanging out with friends listening for an
Yeah,
hour, you know.
exactly.
And that's always what we want
Mm-hmm.
the people to feel like. And that's so crazy that people in social media can feel like that from us making a video,
Yep.
you know.
Yep. Yep.
Like these videos become a part of people's rotations in the week. These things become like a repetition.
When we first started, I remember telling a couple of my coworkers, like, "Oh, my podcast starts on this day. Make sure you guys, go and watch it." And they're like, "Okay." So like I sent them the link so they had it already.
Uh-huh.
And I remember coming back from, where was I? I don't know. I was gone for the weekend and I came back and one of them goes, "You told me you guys were going to be funny. I didn't know you were going to be funny." I was like, "Wait, what's that supposed to mean?" She's like, "I really, really like your guys' podcast." And I was like, "Thank you. That's just us.
it's
I don't know what to
it,
tell you.
it's natural.
It's natural.
It's natural.
Y'all think I'm a fucking bitch at work, but once you get to know me, that's who I am.
Yeah.
This on this podcast is who I am. You guys just take it the wrong way sometimes.
Ooh,
And it's fine.
ooh,
It's fine.
ooh,
They're okay."
ooh. And that's another thing with social media. Like you can think one person is one way, and you meet them in real life. You're like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I get it now.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
because I've definitely seen people online like, ugh, get them away from me.
Mm-hmm.
And then you like get to know them in person. You're like, oh, actually, you're kind of cool.
Yeah.
Just shut your mouth sometimes, but you're kind of just shut your little. Yeah, it's social media has always been something I've been very interested in, but at the same time, just very turned off by. Like,
Yeah.
I remember when me and my fiance broke up, I deleted everything. I started new on everything.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have Instagram until 2022. I've only had Instagram for a
Yeah.
couple years. Like, I
I
didn't
remember.
I didn't have any social media for the longest time because for me it got so dark because I was going to places where it was like I was looking to find people have the same emotion as me.
Yeah.
And when you need to heal, that's a very scary thing to do
Mm-hmm.
because you will sit in that feeling as long as someone allows you to.
Yep.
And they will feed into that. And you really need to step back and because social media is like a virtual world.
Yep.
And it's crazy to me that we have a virtual being of us in the internet. That's wild to think about.
It is. Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's very hard to step away from it and take a step back and be like, okay, what do I like about myself away from social media?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can have your rah people online, like, oh, you're the funniest person, you're this, you're that, and you get in front of people and they're like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Like, you are whack, you know?
Well, my mom thinks I'm funny.
Right. My mom laughs at all my jokes. Well, your mom's also deaf, so.
You gotta say that.
um, yeah, it's social media can be very, very toxic. Very.
It's a little intimidating sometimes too.
When I tell you, sometimes when I go on the TikToks and I see the view counts on the videos, I'm like, oh my god, that many people have watched that video
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
is wild to me.
It is.
Or like even on Instagram when I see like how our reels are doing, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
that many people have watched it. Shit. Like
Yeah.
that many people are gonna watch me tell my fucking shitty story at the beginning of this podcast.
And it all has to do like with Instagram and like TikTok, it all has to do with the hashtags that I put on there.
Yeah.
I try and like when I'm scrolling through like my regular page of like TikToks, my regular For You page or my regular Instagram reels, like I will look at those most viral videos and I'll see what they put on
Right.
as their first hashtag. And I was like, okay, well, let me try this.
Right.
So I'll throw that hashtag in there and then boom. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like it'll pop up on
Have
people's For
you
You pages.
have you been getting like new followers and stuff on your personal account?
Yes. Yeah.
I have not gotten a single one.
What?
I have not gotten one, and I'm okay with that. But at the same time, I'm like, am I giving off like don't fuck with me energy? Like,
I think I get more I've been getting more on my TikTok, but that's only because I actually posted videos on my original TikTok too. And I still post some videos on there. So
yeah, I don't have a
they get
TikTok, so don't ask for mine. Don't ask for mine.
I got
Everyone.
I got a lot of dancing videos on TikTok.
Yeah, like pretty much the only social media I check daily is Instagram. I check like our podcast one daily,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll check mine daily. But I'll go days without checking Twitter. I'll go days without checking. I don't even know what other social media I have, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
I have Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok on my phone.
that's right, TikTok. Yeah, but I literally just check our notifications and then log back out.
Yeah. No.
Because I'm not getting stuck. Oh,
I'm taking a shit. I gotta watch something. I'm either watching my TikToks, my Instagram reels, or I'm doing my crossword puzzles.
that's when I'm reading my comics. I'll go through a whole series. I'm like, damn. Hold on. Hold on. And then you try to stand up and your legs all fucking numb. You're like,
Oh my god, I fucking hate that. Ugh. I'll go in the room and I'm like, Kids, are you alright? I'm like, oh, my leg fell asleep.
Have you ever got the fucking the calf cramp while you're sitting on the toilet?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like straighten the leg out. You're like,
Yep. Yep.
Especially because my toilet is so okay. If you have not met me in person, I am a tall person. I know it may not look like that on the internet.
He's
I am
tall.
6'2", almost 6'3". Okay? When I tell you my toilet is so low to the ground that my knees are damn near in my fucking chest.
My toilet is too tall for me. Like, if I sit all the way back, my feet are swinging.
Oh my god.
So, my toilet would be like the perfect size for you because your toilet's perfect size for me.
No, and like my sink, and like, I know people really think about like stuff for like little people, like how to build for little people homes. I think people need to start realizing to build for taller people homes too. Because like even when I'm using like a sink because I'm bending down, my back will fucking hurt when
As I'm cracking my back.
Literally, like to use my sink, I'm like hunched over, like I'm a damn fucking raccoon trying to wash real quick. Like,
calm down, Rocket.
like I'm like caught in the middle, like I'm just washing my hands. Yeah, so to end this off, social media can be very powerful in good and bad ways. It can be scary in good and bad ways, but it has done a lot of good. Social media has done a lot of good for us so far. So we're hoping that it continues to do good for us.
It will. Energy.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you guys sticking with us through our episode. So thanks, guys. We really do appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube, remember to like, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe, because I'm checking the analytics, and
the numbers ain't mathing.
Right. And if we get the people from TikTok to the YouTube, that would be great as well. So if you're watching on like TikTok or Instagram, just go to the YouTube
Our link is in the bio.
always,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, hit the little bell too to be notified. Every Saturday morning, we'll be here for you guys' viewing pleasure. Uh, yeah, so we really do appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then to follow us on all of our socials as well.
TikTok, Instagram, Spotify. Spotify. How's Spotify doing?
Not as good. So we have more visual watchers than we do audio, but it's gonna pick up. I know it will.
Yeah. Yeah. So on TikTok and Instagram, like, share, follow. Definitely follow us. More likes and shares though, the better for us.
Yes. Please.
Please.
Please, please, please.
Help us.
Please,
We're
sir.
here for you.
May I have some more sad, please? But yeah, thanks guys, and we'll see you on the next one.
Love you.
Bye guys.